Hi, my name is Addi Pelham, and I'm on the women's volleyball team here at Lipscomb University. I'm a sophomore, and I'm originally from Kansas City. And today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about God's love for us. And I know probably half of you started tuning out because we have heard the phrase, God loves us, probably 1,000 times. But that's exactly why I wanted to talk about it today, because I think when you are told to believe something without ever fully experiencing it, you miss its depth. And I think we know that that's really true about love. I don't think love is just something you can be told about. I think you have to experience it, you have to feel it, and you have to see it for yourself. So with that, I'm going to be reading out of 1 John 4, 16 through 17. And it says, "And so we know and rely on the love God has for us. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them. This is how love is made complete among us. In this world, we are like Jesus." So I got the idea to talk about this because a friend a couple weeks ago told me that a lot of our issues with sin and identity stem from the lie that God doesn't love me. And when I got to thinking about this, I just thought how true that was, and I know it's been true of my own life. I think for the longest time I would tell you that I believed that God loved me, but I wasn't really living as if that was true. If I was being honest with you, I think I would have said that I didn't believe that God's love could fully satisfy me, could fully complete me. And when you believe that God's love doesn't fully satisfy, you go in search of it in other places. So this could look like searching for it in material things and relationships and substances. And when you look for love outside of God's love, you're saying His love can't give me the things I need. And so with that, I realized that I wasn't believing that God fully loved me. And so I want to challenge you today to ask yourself, what would it look like for you to fully believe that God loves you? And so for me, that looked like redefining what love was. I think Jesus is a type of love we have forgotten love can be. And we throw around the word love so often in our culture that we have forgotten what the version of perfect love is, which is Jesus. And so I think when you believe that someone loves you in a fully, completely, and satisfying way, it's easy to follow them, it's easy to trust them, it's easy to give them everything because you know that they love you well and they desire nothing more than to be with you. And so I think we just don't give Jesus enough credit sometimes. I think we settle for a shallow love with Jesus. I heard this analogy the other day. It's like if you have a husband, you would say he's the love of your life, I would hope, but a lot of us would be like, oh, where's your husband? And a lot of us would be like, oh, I only see him on Christmas and Easter. Or I only talk to him on the phone maybe once every 6 months. And a lot of us would look at you like you're crazy because that's not any type of love. And I think when we know that a love is perfect, we believe that it's a love worth pursuing and it's a love worth spending time with and making time for. So I just pray that I would know this and that all of you guys would know that God is a love worth pursuing, and it's the greatest love story of all time is God's love for you. And I just pray that you would fully believe that and walk in the truth that God loves you fully, completely, and forever.